All right, so we're gonna start this tutorial. It's about the network penetration testing for module 3. And bear with me if I can't really explain everything on this project because, yeah, we're all still like newbies for this. So, um, yeah, I'm not gonna read all throughout the PDF that they sent, but we're just gonna look at this analysis operation. So we're gonna scan network scan. So network scanning, we're gonna scan for all the ports that are open. Vulnerability analysis is we're gonna do research or like search for the vulnerabilities of the open ports and services. Exploit them, of course. We're gonna do exploitation, and we're gonna escalate our privilege from user to root or the highest level of access. And of course, we're gonna discover the flags of a user and a flag of a root access. All right, so they gave us a try hack me link. So here it is. It's called the ECTCF or simple CTF. Um, easy CTF, yeah. Room. So what we're gonna do first is, yeah, we're gonna run this machine first, and it'll take around a minute or two to show the IP address, to give us the IP address. All right. Now what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna show everyone as well how to get your um tunnel file or OpenVPN file in TryHackMe. So yeah, here goes. So for you to be able to download your tunnel file, let's just call it tunnel file. Go to your profile here, your icon, or your if you have maybe a photo, click on your photo, manage account, VM, and VPN settings. All right, for me, I it's in Asia Pacific since I'm from the Philippines. And if you scroll down, you have this download regular configuration file. If you have a premium account, it'll say download premium configuration file. So let's download this and then click on the folder here. It'll open up the folder downloads folder for me. And here's the open VPN file. All right. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna copy this file. Okay, we have the IP address as well. So we just copied the file, this OpenVPN file, and then we're gonna go to Kali and open your home directory. So this is your home directory folder, all right? And then just paste it over here. See, I already have mine here in my home directory in Kali. So paste it there. Then I'm not gonna use that anymore. Then open your terminal. After opening your terminal, you can now enter this command, open sudo open VPN, and then the file name of your VPN file, VPN file, all right? And hit enter, enter your password for Kali, and then this should give us connection to the TryHackMe room, which is here. So what we're gonna do here is copy the IP address. Oh, by the way, you, this you can add an R when it's when the expiration time is less than an hour already. So we can add 1 hour. I think, yeah. So yeah, okay, so that we won't be switching machines. when we like do this when it expires. All right. So what I did there is like I opened a new tab here in the third terminal. All right. So the shortcut is for me is Control Shift T. Okay. Now we do a ping just to make sure that we have connection with the target machine that we're trying to do a penetration test with. All right. So since the ping is showing results, Control C to cancel it. All right. And now what we need to do first is do a Rust scan. So why Rust scan? We do a Rust scan because it gives us um a faster result. It gives faster result on the open ports of the machine. So there we go. We have two already two within a second. So we have port 21 and port 80. So let's try to like wait for a bit if there are still other IP I mean ports that are still open inside the IP address. All right, let's just wait for the result. All right, so we have the results for the open ports, its services, its version. Right, there we go. So unfortunately, the connection keeps on dropping in Try Hack Me. It looks like this if it drops. So whenever you refresh, all right, it's now there, but my ping still isn't. All right, there you go. So yeah, let me repeat the Nmap scan and let's look what it gets. All right, we have the result that we're looking for, the Nmap minus uppercase A. All right, it's showing that port 21 TCP is open with this version, and FTP, or rather, yeah, the service is FTP. Yeah, and the FTP is accepting or the login anonymous is allowed. So we'll try that out later. And we have another port that's open, which is port 80. It's HTTP, Apache, and this is the version 2.4.18. And the port 2222, which is the service running is SSH. The version is Open SSH 7.2 P2. All right, so first we're gonna go inside FTP, the FTP service. So for us to be going inside it, we're gonna use the FTP command and then the IP address, which is 10.49.135.71. 49.135.71. Let's just wait if what happens. All right. Um, the login says it allows anonymous, so anonymous is still logged in. Yeah, this should be a bit faster if the connection is stable and on Try Hack Me side, but seems it's not that stable. Like Here we have this again. My internal virtual IP address keeps dropping. Yeah, let's wait for it. All right, it dropped the connection. Let's try. Let's try to like uh do an LS list of command list. Oh yeah, it's not connected. Let's just exit. Do it again. All right, anonymous. Anonymous. Okay, we're in. Successfully logged in. Let's do an LS list and wait for the result again. Right, the connection keeps on dropping. Um, let's try to do it again if it allows us to. Yeah, it's not connected. All right. All right, so we have a directory called pub inside. So let's take a look at it. Pub, cd pub. All right, I got disconnected again, so I'm gonna do a cd instead of doing the whole list thing again. So cd pub. All right, change directory successfully. Let's do an ls to check what are inside this directory as well. All right, seems like we have a formich.txt file. Let's try to grab it using the get command. Get formich.txt. Press enter. There you go. We have the file already. So it's gonna be saved here in the home directory. So let's do a cat. Let's try to open it up. Cat for mich.txt. All right, there you go. It says here, damn it, man, you're the worst dev I've seen. You set the same pass for the system user and the password is so weak. I cracked it in seconds. Gosh, what a mess. All right. So, yeah, we have a user who's angry at the dev called Mitch. Okay. So what we do next is let's try to search some exploits of the versions in the of the open ports, which are this one for the FTP or TCP port, VSF TPD 3.0.3. Right. Search exploit, search exploit, paste. Okay, it says that it's a denial of service attack and we don't need to deny it service. Next up is the port 80, which is the HTTP port. So it's Apache 2418. All right, Apache 2418. Let's do search exploit. Apache 2418. Okay, we don't have. specific exploit to use. So let's do the last one for the SSH. SSH. Okay, port 2222 SSH, open SSH. You can copy this. Copy, search, exploit, paste the open SSH 72.7.2p2. So 7.2p2 says that we can use user enumeration, but okay, I'll save you the hassle, and yeah, this doesn't work. All right, so we can like do a verification. Let's verify or confirm it. Let's open up the exploit database. So if you're in exploit database, this is the same thing. It's the same thing as search exploit here in Kali. All right, so the search exploit is the exploit database, which is on the web. It's on the web server. And if we search up this OpenSSH 7.2, all right, it will give us the same result. And in here, if it's verified or not, it says it's not verified, so it's not sure if it's gonna work or not. And I tried to like make it work or use this Python script that it's trying to give us this for this one. I tried to use that, but it doesn't work. So it's let's just call it a false positive, right? So since we don't have any um exploits that we can use using the insert, oh, I mean after using search exploit, let's try to like look at the website since it's an it's a port 80, an HTTP, a web page. So yeah, let's type in the command Firefox http slash slash and then the IP address. IP address, copy IP address, paste it here, and this should open up. All right, it's an Ubuntu default page. All right, so not really sure what we if we can like look for anything, but yeah, mostly when we look at the source pages, we look at the comments, commented um codes or syntaxes to look for clues, but in this one, in this source page, it's just a normal Ubuntu default uh page. All right, so what we need to do now, since we don't have anything, can copy this. We can try to look for or enumerate for a directory or a domain of this IP address, all right. So for us to do that, we're gonna use GoBuster dir dash u for URL, paste the URL that we just copied here, all right, copy, paste it here, and then minus w. So minus w is we're gonna use a word list for for GoBuster to use to search for a domain or a directory inside the URL, the given URL. All right, so word lists are inside this directory. So we're using Go Buster, Derb Buster, and we're gonna use the directory list 2.3 small.txt. All right, hit enter, and this should enumerate possible domains or other directories inside this. All right. I think it got disconnected again. So let's try to run it again. All right, there you go. Because it keeps on telling that this timeout occurred during the request. So yeah, it keeps on disconnecting. Yeah, the try hack me is not stable right now. Maybe a lot of people are using it because of the project that we're doing. I don't know. So let's try it. Just wait for it. And yeah. So as we can see, yeah, I kept on disconnecting, and yeah, we already have uh this URL. So let's try to visit this URL. All right. So the IP address slash simple. So it's a domain or like a directory inside the IP address. All right. So let's stop this because it'll just keep on disconnecting. Yeah. So we're gonna access the IP address slash simple slash. All right. So the IP address slash simple slash. Right. All right. So this is the URL. I mean the domain that was hidden. It's a hidden directory. So yeah, let's try to look at its um page source. All right. So it's not. I think it's not a. Yeah, it's not a WPS. It's not a WPS, so we can't do WPS scanning. All right, so what is it? Okay, nothing unusual here. The source code. Right? Um, yeah, this extension, it's a browser extension or a plugin that was given by our instructor, and yeah, I use it to like analyze or look at what the web pages technologies or tools are using or something like that. Yeah, and right here it says that it's Apache HTTP server. It says that it's a 2.4.18 version. This is this version. It has a PHP, Ubuntu, jQuery 1.11.1 version, CMS made simple. All right, let's try to look at this first, CMS made simple. So since it's a CMS made simple, like a website, all right, so let's search up here, exploit database, CMS made simple. All right, there we go. And let's look if we can find its version because it's not displaying its version here. Maybe if we open this up. Yeah, it doesn't show. Yeah. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just look for something. All right, it's a version 2.2.8. All right, it's over here below. It's version 2.2.8. Once we know that, we can search this up in a more specific way. 2.2.8. 028. Okay. Simple. Oh, maybe there was an extra space. No, doesn't show any. Okay. All right, so we have this a version higher than 2.2.8, but it says here that if it's less than 2.2.10, we can use the SQL injection. All right, so yeah, let's see what this is. All right, it's a Python. This is a Python script, and okay, it shows you how to the options. Shows you the options, what you need to do, or what you need to like give to make it to make the script run. All right. So in here, we're gonna yeah, I'm gonna show you as well. If we search exploit um, CMS CMS made simple 2.2.8 and search exploit, yeah, it gives us this as well, 2.2.10 version with this, which is yeah, the Python script is already inside Kali itself. So we just have to run the script and yeah, hope and I'll give you the command to use. So what we need to do first is yeah, I'll show you my list of files in here. You see, as you can see, I already have this. Oh, I already have the file, right? The 46635.py. So I'll remove it first. 46635 46635.py. Okay, so removed. Let's locate. Locate command is like it'll show you where a file that you're looking for is located, which directory is it in. So this file for 6635.py is located here in my directory, but we'll use this first since this is where it's gonna be. This is where it's originally located. So copy this link, and I want you to do this command. This is to copy this file, and then space, and then dot or period at the end. This would this period this would like it. What this command is saying is copy this file, which is located in this directory. Copy this file inside the current directory where I am, which is the home directory for me. Now, if you press enter, and you'll notice that in my ls at the top, I removed the 46635.py, right? Now, if I do the ls, yeah, I copied it already successfully here. Now, um, I won't be doing a tutorial on how to fix the Python, this command, this Python command, since Python tool, I mean, um, you can just ask me how, or you can ask ChatGPT actually, because that's how I fixed mine. I just asked ChatGPT. I sent ChatGPT the errors that I had, but I can't like do that now in this recording since it's already fixed. So yeah, what we're gonna do instead is I'm gonna show you how to use this Python command and this Python script, right? So in this command, we need -u and then the URL for this for this directory, right? And we're gonna use crack word and a word list, right? How did I know that? All right, it's located here in it's inside here. All right, in this line, these lines here. So it says here that -u is for URL, right? And here's the example of the URL, how you're gonna give it. And for the word list is for -w, -w. All right, so the word list is for us is rocku since it says in the for mitch.txt text a while ago or the file a while ago says that it was a simple password. All right, so word list would be rocku and we're gonna enter that later. -c is for crack. It would crack password with the word list. All right, so it's just giving it the command to crack the password using the word list rocku. All right, so over here, all right, we're in the word list and we're gonna use rocku. So rocku is in this directory. Rocku. Okay, I'm gonna run this and it'll try to crack like it'll try to crack on its own because it's a script already and it'll run automatically. We don't need to like give it anything else. So yeah, I'm gonna yeah, I'm just gonna wait. We're just gonna wait until it's done cracking everything there is to it. So it'll just display the results later. All right. All right. So unfortunately, the connection between TryHackMe and on my end is a bit unstable. So yeah, it won't be able to do anything against the machine because it's really the connection isn't really that stable. So what I'm showing you right now is my saved script of what I did on my pet network pen testing. So here's some of the results of the Python script that we just ran. We want to run. All right. So there, try one, something like that. So it it gets assault for the password, and then it gets a username Mitch. An email was already found. It's admin@admin.com, and the password is an encrypted password. I don't know what kind of encryption it used, but it's the script, the Python script that we just run, um, will crack it, and here's the result. All right, so here's the result. The password is cracked. It's secret. The password is secret. So since we have a password already, and we know that there's an SSH port that's open, we're gonna do an SSH command, and since the port wasn't a common SSH port, it's in port 2222. We add a option in SSH command, which is -p, to specify which port we're gonna connect to. So in this command, it's port -p 222, Mitch as the username, at, and then the IP address that we're gonna connect to. So this IP address, instead of this IP address, you should use the IP address that your TryHackMe machine is giving you, which is this one. I mean, not this exactly, but the one on your browser. So yeah. And after that, it will give you a warning of of a SSH connection, and it'll ask for the password. Input the password secret. After inputting the password secret, it would welcome you to the SSH or a shell. You'll go get a shell. Yeah. If you type in ID, it would give you the user ID 1001, which is for Mitch, group for Mitch. And if you do an ls, you'll see a user.txt. If you open up or open yeah, if you open the user.txt file, it will show good job, keep up, and there you go. So we're over here and we're looking for. I was looking for anything else, anything like any other interesting thing inside the current directory, which is Mitch's directory. So yeah, in in here, I went to home slash home because you know that there are questions that you need to answer in here in the room. So that's why I went to the home directory because it was asking what other user or any other user inside the home directory. So went inside the home directory and did a listing on list command, which displays the user Mitch and user Sunbath. So the answer for this question was is Sunbath. And yeah, if you remember, we did this command sudo minus l. So sudo minus l shows us what root access or root what root access has is user Mitch. No, what root access can user Mitch use? All right, so we do this to find out which tool can we use to escalate our privilege to root access. All right, so since user Mitch isn't doesn't have root access, we need to find a way to get that root access using this user slash bin slash vim. All right, so what we need to do here is search up here in gtfo bins vim vim, and then in here, since we're using sudo, yeah, we click on sudo for the filter or function, and then let's wait. All right, so here's the result of the vim with sudo function. You just have to enter this, and it should like um, escalate our privilege to a root user. So let's try it out. I mean, I tried it out already, so I'm just gonna show you. Yeah. So here, you see, as you can see, I entered the command sudo vim minus c, and then this command right here. And then I check the ID, and it says root. All right, the group is root as well, so it successfully escalated the privilege and the access to root user. All right, so yeah, as you can see, I tried to go inside the root directory, but I failed on because Um, I it should be like this. It should be space slash root. So after that, it successfully went to the root directory, and it gave me the root flag or root.txt file. And if you open that, it says well done, you made it. All right. So that's it. It's done for we're done with the penetration testing. And yeah, I hope you guys can understand and um would be able to do the same thing that I did. But for the documentation, yeah, we have our own templates and formats for that. And oh, by the way, and here, you need to answer these questions. So let's answer it quickly. How many services are running under port 1000? Port two, only two services, because under port 1000 we have port 21 and port 80. The other open port was at port 2222, so it doesn't count under 1000. All right, so it's only two services. What is running on the higher port? So what was running on the higher port was SSH, because it was in port 2222. So what's the CVE you're using against the application? The CVE we used is this one, CVE 2019 9053. Where did I get that? All right, we got that here in exploit database. In exploit database, you can see here that the SQL injection 2210 SQL injection. This is the name, the CVE name, CVE 2019 1953. All right. And then what kind of vulnerability is the application vulnerable to? So it's SQL injection in SQLI, in that's the acronym for SQL injection, SQLI. Right? So what's the password? We got the password. The password was secret for Mitch. Yeah. Um, where can you log in with the details obtained? So yeah, with the details obtained, SSH. We can like log in using SSH. The user flag was good job, keep up. We got it here. Here, I think. Yeah, here we go. User txt, good job, keep up. The next one, the next question is, yeah, the home directory, sunbath. Um, what can leverage to spawn a privileged shell? It was Vim. We got that here in a sudo dash L command. Where here, Vim. And then, yeah, the root flag. The root flag was well done, you made it. Over the bottom part, yeah, here. All right. So if ever you have questions, just feel free to send a message or DM me in WhatsApp. All right. Thanks.